Good morning, lovelies. We are on lesson 80 today, and it feels like a day to light a candle. So as we light this, we know that this is for any intentions that you may have, any prayer requests that you may have, or just to bring light into any situation that warrants having light shone on it, so that you may have an understanding and a knowing, which ties in beautifully with lesson 80, recognizing that problems have been solved, that problem. So first, though, we're going to just take a holy moment on this holy day, this holy time in your holy life, just to sit and be present and to recognize that you are in the perfect place right here, right now, for the next stage of your unfoldment. Just connecting in with your breath. And then gently offering your crown. We begin this day in gratitude. We open our hearts and we surrender to love. We ask love to lead the way through the minutes and the hours of this new day. We welcome joy, fun, and abundant prosperity. We recognize that all encounters are wholesome and that all experiences can be met with a peaceful heart that is anchored in the truth that we are one, we are love, and we are free. And so we release these words and we let it be. And we go to lesson 80. So let me recognize my problems have been solved. If you are willing to recognize your problems, you will recognize that you have no problems. Your one central problem has been answered and you have no other. So the one central problem, remember, our belief in separation. And there's no problem other than that. Therefore, you must be at peace. Salvation, freedom, peace, thus depends on recognizing this one problem and understanding that it has been solved. One problem, one solution. Salvation is accomplished. Freedom from conflict has been given you. Accept that fact and you are ready to take your rightful place in God's plan for salvation. God's plan for love, for fully knowing that, a felt sense of that in your heart. Your only problem has been solved. Repeat this over and over to yourself today with gratitude and conviction. Remember, this is a training, but it's a training that is an undoing of all that we have kind of bought into. And now we're starting to buy into the truth, to know the truth. You have laid deception aside and seen the light of truth. You have accepted salvation for yourself by bringing the problem to the answer. And you can recognize the answer because the problem has been identified. So you were in the dark and now you're in the light. You're knowing something that you weren't knowing before. And you are entitled to peace today. A problem that has been resolved cannot trouble you. Only be certain you do not forget that all problems are the same. Their many forms will not deceive you while you remember this. One problem, one solution, accept the peace this simple statement brings. In our longer practice periods today, we will claim the peace that must be ours when the problem and the answer have been brought together. The problem must be gone because God's answer cannot fail. Having recognized one, you have recognized the other. The solution is inherent in the problem. You are answered and accept the answer, and you are saved. Now let the peace that your acceptance brings be given you. Close your eyes and receive your reward. Recognize that your problems have been solved. Recognize that you are out of conflict, free and at peace. Above all, remember that you have one problem. That you have one problem, and that problem has one solution. It is in this that the simplicity of salvation lies. It is because of this that it is guaranteed to work. Assure yourself often today that your problems have been solved. Repeat the idea with deep conviction as frequently as possible. And be particularly sure to apply the idea for today to any specific problem that may arise. So that's a seeming specific problem. And as soon as it arises, let me recognize this problem has been solved. Because as soon as it comes up, you can recognize that you are not alone, that you are not separate, that you are one with love, and love is the solution to all. Let us be determined not to collect grievances today. Let us be determined to be free of problems that do not exist. The means is simple honesty. Do not deceive yourself about what the problem is, and you must recognize that it has been solved. And I love that, drawing our attention to honesty, simple honesty. So let's get really, really honest as we move through our day. Every time we're tempted to blame or to hold something against another or to hold something against ourselves, recognize that we're acting in deception. You know, that there already is a solution to this. And the solution is recognizing that you are one with love. You're not separate. There are no separate people out there. There are separate forms, but within that form, we are all the one. We are spirit, we are free, we are love, and we are all connected. So we're going to take this into a meditation, and it's just simply, let me recognize that the problem or my problems have been solved. Okay, so gently close your eyes down. And just repeat this over and over. Let me recognize this. Let me see this. Let me know this in my bones. Let me have a deeply felt sense of this in my heart. Staying in your meditative state, I just wanted to share that I'm hearing the words, love is the solution, and I am one with love. Love is the solution, and you are one with love. And there are no problems other than the fact that we forget this. And so when we remember this, the problem is solved. Just begin to rub your hands together. And then cupping your hands over your face. And when you're ready, gently opening your eyes. Coming back by first gazing at your hands. And then as you drop your hands down, coming to our shared space. From my heart to yours, have a great day.